Hey, little guy. Long time no see. I always knew you'd come back. You know, I never stopped believing in you. You're here to take control of old Rudania back from Ganon, eh? You're gonna need a map that shows the guts of this place. You can grab the info from the guidance stone over there. Now get a move on.
Hello everybody, it's here to you, and welcome back to Let's Play The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. In today's video, we'll be exploring our second divine beast, Rudania. But before we do that, I just gotta say, oh my goodness, this volcano is so cool. And I know I already gushed about it in the previous episode, but my goodness, that moment where Link jumps into the volcano after Rudania is one of the most epic moments in this entire game, if not the entire Legend of Zelda series as a whole. But oh no, everything is all dark and scary now. Ah, this place is scary. Not so bad. So there are going to be some piles of malice everywhere illuminating this place, as well as the fiery sparks of doom and destruction and death. And I gotta say, I absolutely love this place because one of my favorite things about HD visuals is seeing how they handle lighting effects. And having an area like this where you have to rely on the lighting effects to be able to see where you're going, this is just really, really cool. I really like this. Alright, don't need that. Let's open up this treasure chest. I also love how the area illuminates, so whenever the treasure chest opens, it's so cool. So these torches are arguably going to be some of the most useful things in this entire dungeon, so you're going to want to remember where those are located at. Most notably because of the fact that somewhere around here, there's a torch we can activate that will only work if we have blue flame. So think of it like the Akala Research at Tech Lab, how we entered that thing. So we can destroy you. You got destroyed by a wooden club. You suck. Alright. Let's head back over here. And we will light our way towards our destiny. That was a very cheesy joke, and I don't care. That's my professor at college. I went to college to tell cheesy jokes or whatever. So there's another thing that's covered in malice, but we can't reach it because of that. So what we could do is we could poke it with an arrow. And that's pretty useful indeed. Let's destroy you so you don't bother me. Destroy you so you don't bother me either. And, this looks so cool! Alright, okay, it's probably a very bad idea because it's going to eat away at the torch's durability, but I want to get a picture. Let's go like that, and self-portrait. Oh, I don't think I kept it. Oh well. Okay, so yeah, that's one thing I don't like about the torch in this game. I don't like the fact that when you throw it and pick it back up, the fire extinguishes. I'm not a big fan of that, but what you can do to get around that, kind of, if you take out an arrow and light up your arrow, if you take out your bow and light up your arrow is what I was trying to say, you could do this as well, but it still requires effort and that's gross. And you have to go back over to pick up the torch anyway, so it's not... Wait, what? Why didn't it extinguish when you pick it up that time? Oh well, I'm not gonna complain. And our inventory is full once again. Oh boy. I just got a bunch of weapon slots too. Seems to be a running trend with most of my favorite games that the rest of the game is a masterpiece, but the item inventory system is just okay.
Nice job getting the map of the Divine Beast. The terminals that control Rudania are noted by the glowing points on your map. To take back Rudania, you'll need to activate all of the terminals. You got this, little guy.
I can't say! That is one thing that I kind of wish was a little different with this dungeon. I wish we stayed in the dark a little longer because, while it is cool to, like, you know, see where we're going and things like that, and the opening of this dungeon is by far the best part of it, I do wish that it lasted just a little bit longer, but there may or may not be a few other things like this throughout the game that we'll be able to gush about a little bit later. So, just like with Ruta, there are going to be some terminals all across the Divine Beast that we'll need to activate to be able to take control of it back. The order of which you can get in any order that you want. You don't have to follow the exact same path that I'm taking. The path that I'm going to be taking, I would be completely honest, I haven't prepared ahead of time. I'm just going to be going for whichever ones that I feel are the most convenient at the time. I do know which one I want to get last. That is something that I definitely know. But as for right now, the first thing that I want to do is... I don't have any fire arrows right now, so we gotta go like this. I did the thingy. Are you proud of me? Oh, we gotta go forward. I always get mixed up with that one because I keep thinking we have to go backwards.
There are 4 terminals remaining. That's the way.
Do we get anything if we light up that one? I think there's a treasure chest in that one. I know that... I believe that there are 2 treasure chests with special rewards outside of the Malice stuff, so... I think this might be one of them. Yes, it is. Alright, let's do the unnecessarily funny thing and punch the treasure chest. One day that'll work. Ancient gear, that's pretty good. Alrighty then. So, one thing that's worth mentioning is, off-screen between recording sessions, I went ahead and got the Flamebreaker armor from the Goron store. Now, the reason why I did that is because we're going to have to go outside of the Divine Beast in a moment. But before we could do that, let's actually discuss what it's like to control this thing. So, with Ruta, we were able to control the trunk, but this one... we can actually turn the entire dungeon on its side, quite literally. And this is just really cool because, like, I know that there are a lot of people who said that the main dungeons of this game were kind of a weak point, and I can certainly agree with that because I personally think that a lot of the shrines are a lot more creative than a lot of the main dungeons that we see in this game. But I really do like the formula for what they're going with, how you actually control the dungeon itself and things like that. I think it's a really cool gameplay mechanic. It does a lot of really clever stuff throughout this game, which we're definitely going to be seeing as we continue throughout our adventure. So, what can I get rid of now? I want to keep you and get rid of you. I don't like that arrow that much. It does look cool and all, but I'm not really a big fan of that bow. Alright, so I saw a treasure chest down there. Let's go get it. And I can just jump cut back up there. Ace arrow times 5. Alrighty then. So as we leave this area, now we're to be burning, so that might not be the best thing in the world. So, let's equip our Flamebreaker armor. I just gotta say, something about the way Link looks with this one, it just looks really, really funny. We have a fire thingy. It's not exactly the best thing in the world. But wooden weapons are not going to be a good idea to take out in this place. I'm just going to say that right now. It's not really going to be that good of an idea. So, one of the first orbs that I'd like to get here, it's this one. So, this is one that I get stuck on a lot whenever I play through this game. So, this is the one that I kind of want to go for first, except for the one that we got first in all reality, because that's one that I say a lot of people get stuck on. So, what you want to do, you may see the torch and think that you have to fall down here. Well, we definitely want to get the ball in this area, so I guess that was worth mentioning. But we want to... You may look at the torch and say, oh, we need to light up the fire arrow. That's not the case. What we want to do instead is light up the blue flame, because it's not going to work if you try it any other way. I get stuck on this so often, but luckily I was able to remember, and by remember I mean I practiced before recording this, so yay! And we could try the tried and true formula of... Yeah, great. Did I reach that? Where'd it go? It's over there! You saw nothing! Alright, take two. I mean, take one, because this was obviously the first attempt at this. Cough, cough, cough. So, yeah. I was trying to do this trick that I did with the lighting up the torches at the ancient tech labs and things like that. Might not be the best thing in the world because it really damages the torch quickly, and it can also slide down the slope, so that might not be the best idea in the world. But I never learned my lesson. Lighting that up with the blue flame will activate the gates, which will make it slide down over here. There is a demon jerk right there. Get away from me! Stabby, stabby, stabby! Yeah. And as we make a move back down this way... Da-da-da, 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 da-da-da. I always love racing the orb back down here. It's just a really silly thing that I love doing, but I always do that whenever I play through this game. Alright, now we can move it back down here, and we can use our super duper handy dandy powers of magnesis to make it float up here. And the orb will fall down there and activate our destiny.
There are 3 terminals remaining. All right, let's get moving.
The next one that I'd like to talk about is the other one that I get stuck on forever. So, we look in the map and we could see that there is one in the tail of Rudania, and there seems to be no way in except for this door right here. So I remember my first playthrough, I was looking all around the exterior of the Divine Beast to try and go in there. But it's actually way easier than it looks. So what we want to do is light up the blue flame once again, and we can see that there's a torch in there. So without further ado... It is a pretty clever puzzle, I will admit that it is pretty clever. It's just that I got stuck on that one for a little while on my first playthrough. Okay, I really should have made it a point to go grab fire arrows before coming into this place. But, owie. That hurt my feelings and the rest of my body, but at least the arrow's on fire. So we can light that on fire. Actually, we don't need to turn the Rudania on the side. We can just make it. We can make gravity do the job for us. And well, now we make it. Now we have to make it turn on the side. All right, gravity. Gravity! Gravity, how could you betray me like this? All right. So, yeah, turn it back on the side, and then we'll be able to claim our sweet, sweet reward.
There are 2 terminals remaining. Just a little more.
Why do I have to do all the hard work? So after we've taken care of that, there are 2 more remaining. So, which one do I want to go to next? I want to go to the one over there. So, I don't remember off the top of my head. Oh, it's right there. Is that really it? I was just about to say, I don't remember off the top of my head which one this one is, but it's like literally the easiest thing in the world, so yay! I'm old, I can't remember anything.
Just one terminal remaining. Just one more.
With only one more left to go, let's go onwards. Onwards. That's a Pixar movie. It's one of the only Pixar movies I haven't seen yet, because, like, I know it's been on Disney Plus forever, but I just never really got around to watching it yet, even though I watched Soul, like, the day that it came out. Which I gotta say, very off topic, but I gotta say, Soul's probably gotta be, like, one of the best Pixar movies that's come out in recent years. I absolutely loved that movie. I've heard good things about Onwards as well, but I just haven't really made the time to go watch it yet. But anyway, enough about Pixar stuff, because we all know Toy Story 2 is the best movie. We go over here, and I'd like to demonstrate what it actually looks like to see Rudania turning around and things like that. So, what I'd like to do is go over here. This right here is the head of Rudania, so... Die! 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 It didn't work. Oh well, I tried. So, yeah, we can see the head of our Rudania right here. So, if we turn it off on the side, we can see that what's happening is Rudania is climbing onto the edge of the volcano. And when we move it back, it goes back onto the floor. I love this so much. This is just so unbelievably clever. I absolutely love how they incorporated this idea. It's just so cool. Like, I do miss the traditional dungeon formula for the Zelda series, and I would like to go back to it someday in a future 3 Zelda game. I do love the ability to control the dungeon itself to solve puzzles. I'm not far enough up there, so we gotta move it back over here. Yeah, I absolutely love the idea of controlling the dungeon itself to solve it and things like that. It's really, really cool. So, just like what we did with Varda, my trick for walking on... I got caught on the ledge! I want to demonstrate the fact that crawling around the corner is usually a good trick for getting around the thing, but it didn't exactly work out like I had hoped, so that's unfortunate. But before we do anything else, I would like to go over here, because there is another treasure chest over there, but I didn't do the thing correctly, so... Falling into the lava is the quickest way to respawn, as funny as that is. Now, it is worth mentioning that just like before, I will be sure to demonstrate this on screen in a moment, but if for whatever reason you need to get out of this place, then it is possible. Just... go back to the central terminal and things like that. There was a door. Wait, this is the way we came out. Okay, I know there's another treasure chest on the side of this thing. I'm trying to remember how to get inside. Okay, I love the fact that Rudania climbs up the walls and the floor to get around the area, but it's kind of funny seeing it from another perspective they're not really supposed to. I think this might be what I was looking for. We're on the back of one of the legs. Yep, it is. Alright, cool. So, yeah, treasure chest in here. It's pretty shiny and awesome. And inside is a silver ruby. And I know it's called a rupee, but I like calling it ruby because that's the way that I like to pronounce things. So yeah, we're back in this room. Where is this room again? I figured it out all by myself. Actually, we don't need to keep doing that. We could just go out this way. Yay! So, yeah, that is something, another way you can get out of that place. I just kind of didn't really think about it. But, what do you want to do next? I want to go over here. Yeah, because I thought I saw something a moment ago that kind of made me curious. So, let's go over this way. I saw something. It was like a glob of malice that I hadn't seen before, so I want to know. So I'd like to see if there's some kind of cool reward for taking care of it. Remember, face planting into lava is not healthy. Alright, this is what I was thinking of. And unnecessary epicness! Was that it? Really? No shiny? You are not going the way that I want you to go! No! Okay. Well, at least we took care of that, so we don't have to deal with those stupid Stoffels heads as we go across this area. Now, how to get back? That is the $3 question. An entire $3. I know, it's super expensive. How can I ever afford it? But after we got sidetracked for a little while, we are back on track. That's why it's not called sidetracked now, or something along those lines. I can't English today. So, taking care of that, I did not see that there. I lived a full life. So, there is one more treasure chest this way. And this better be worth it for all the trouble it's caused me. Ancient core! Wow, okay, that was actually worth it. So, let's activate that, and activate the final terminal, which should be around here. That is not the final terminal that we need right now. Where is the last one? I found it! Took a little longer than I care to admit, but I finally found it, so yay, that's all that matters. So, the next thing I want to do, let's go like this. And we gotta find the eyeball for this thingy so that we can open up the last terminal. You know, if they just had Malice covering all the terminals with no eyeballs anywhere, then Link would literally not be able to do anything against Calamity Ganon, and like Calamity Ganon would win. So, you know, I think he wants Link to win. Because there's always a solution to these puzzles, and it usually involves eyeballs, so I think this is all just a test. I think Calamity Ganon is really just the nicest guy in the world, and he wants to test Link to make sure he's really ready for the dangers of the real world. Alright, save me! Save me! Save me! That kind of worked! That kind of worked. Eh, boy. I don't think I can get out of here. Well, I tried. It only took another eternity, but I finally made it back. Alright. Alright, we can do this. Let's activate the final stupid terminal.
Nice! That was the last terminal. Now go ahead and start up the main control unit. There should be a new glowing mark on your map. You're gonna need to make your way over to that. Stay focused, little guy.
And we'll be taking care of that in the next episode of The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. So thank you all so much for watching this video, and next time, Lady Gear to you. Oh yeah.